So apparently the Vikings were Muslim. Yeah, that's the claim. They were Muslim. It is the lie that will not die. I will talk a little bit about where that whole idea comes from, and I will also tell you about that time when I was approached by some very Muslim investors, because they had some ideas about how I could rewrite Viking history for them. So the Norse, they had a lot of contact with people from other parts of the world, and they traded and they went exploring and raiding. And for instance, we know that they traded with people from what would have been the Abbasid Caliphate, so the Muslim world, and they brought home artifacts. And one of those artifacts was a ring that was found in a grave at Birka in Sweden, a Norse settlement. And if you read about that, it will probably say that archaeologist Hjalmar Stolpe, he excavated that grave and he found a ring, I believe. It needs to be said that he was not an archaeologist. He was interested in insects, and he tried to find insects in amber, like very old insects that had been captured in amber. But that's beside the point, maybe. So that ring, it says "For Allah" on it. It's a ring with it looks like a gemstone, but it's actually glass, which was very precious back then. And it says "For Allah." There have been some claims that some of the patterns on Viking garments, that this part here, you know, the ribbons, they have found some that says Allah or something like that. That has been what do you call it, refuted. That's just a coincidence. Picture this: you live in Scandinavia during the Viking Age, and your friend, your mate Halfdan, he comes back from a trip to England, and he brings home a silver cross, and he shows it to all his mates. Would you assume that Halfdan had become a Christian, or that he had been raiding a monastery? I would kind of assume that he didn't care about Christianity at all. He just found some silver. Okay, and we need to kind of keep that idea in mind when these people are trying to make us believe that just because you found this ring at Birka and it says "For Allah," that some of the Vikings were Muslims. It's very unlikely. Now, it needs to be said, of course, that the Norse, they were converted to Christianity towards the end of the Viking Age, through force and through, well, I guess you could say, politics. But they did not convert to Islam. That's just a ridiculous idea. However, probably someone traveled and stayed in a Muslim country, and out of convenience, when he was asked if he was a Muslim, he would just say yes. Maybe that happened, who knows. But the idea that you would have Muslim Vikings, it's ridiculous, and it's one of these things that people these days, they just want to be true, and they kind of attach it to the past. They put politics into the past. Oh, look at how diverse the Vikings were and all of that. We've seen it before with the Black Vikings thing that I made a video about, and it's a lie. It's a lie, and it's obvious why these people are trying to make people believe in these lies. It's ideology, it's politics, and those things should be kept far away from history. Now, before I continue with the video, I need to just make you aware of the goblin problem in these woods. I have heard them, and I haven't seen them yet, but what they do is that they make life difficult for me if people who are watching my videos don't subscribe. So yeah, they throw pine cones, make little traps and things like that. So please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. That would be wonderful. So if you think that there are people in the Muslim world that are trying to rewrite European history, you're not wrong. And I can say that with confidence because some time ago I received an email from, let's just call him an agent, a Norwegian actually, and he was acting on behalf of people with a lot of money in a very Muslim country, and they wanted either to make a TV series or something like that out of my novels, my Viking novels. I could also write a TV series or something like that, but the whole idea was that I would be used as an authority on Viking Age, telling people that the Viking Age was very Muslim. And it said in the email that the intention is to give people in Europe a more positive look or view of Islam. That was a hard no, and I don't think that these people had read my novels at all. When this professor in the UK, he practically told teachers to teach the kids there, I believe, that quote unquote the Vikings were not all white and some were Muslim. It's you're rewriting the past, and it's, again, I just have to, point out that this is so wrong. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Yes, we can talk about the Norse, who were ethnically diverse in the sense that they had a lot of intermarriage and so on with people on the British Islands, people in the East, and all of that, but they were not Muslim. They were not black. Uh-oh. Anissa. Hello. He has a message. Hello. What does it say? I think it's very scared because it just froze up. It's not moving at all. So it says, subscribe to Bjorn's channel. Yes. So now you know what to do. Thank you. Autumn is here and summer is gone. And there's this melancholic feeling in the woods. Everything's wet and yeah. Yeah, it's that special feeling of walking through the autumn forest. But you know what, my friends? Yes, hello my friends, but also my friends out at the field, the horses are still here, and that makes me very happy because they are my friends. Yeah, I've been walking past them and saying hello all through summer, but they will probably be gone, like yeah, back in their what do you say, stalls, quite soon now, because it's getting cold.